A man don't work, a man don't eat. Okay, how are we gonna know where to go if we looking over there instead of right here in order to get over there? It doesn't make sense. Our future success is already promised as long as we promise to commit to our future success. Greetings, my amazing A-listers, and welcome to another beautiful day with A, and happy Thursday. I trust that you all are well, and if you're not, I am sending you all the good vibes. For those of you who are new, my name is A, and this is our Society Experience A-list. A-list is a list of alchemizing women of the highest order of divinity, excellence, and admirable eminence. We make it happen. We don't make excuses. So today I am outside and I am out in my favorite spot in nature. And just a little disclaimer, since I am outside, there are children around. You might hear people, you might hear knocking, you might hear a whole bunch of stuff going on. There are dogs running around. So just so you all are aware and be wondering like, what is that noise? What's going on? Yes, right now it's a bit calm and quiet, so we're just gonna get through this video. So I actually have my notes here today, and today's topic is going to be about be comfortable where you are, but also challenge yourself in the ways that you need. This leads us into our first key point, which is constant force creates friction, and constant friction creates fires. And if you know anything about forcing things, when you are forcing so much, you're going to be met with a lot more resistance. It's important for us to work and flow effortlessly instead of enforce and meet resistance. And not trying to say that, oh, you have to flow every single time and be like a fish in the water. No, but learning when to apply the pressure when needed, but also knowing when to be able to co-create and allow the universe, allow God to work in our favor, and so that we are able to be in alignment and work more effectively. Which leads me into my next point, which is don't project so much into the future that you miss out on your present moment in the process of getting to your future destination. I know that we are ambitious individuals, we are goal driven, and we want to get to our next step, our next level. But if we're constantly in a place that hasn't already happened, we miss out on the present moment that is happening. How are we going to know where to go if we looking over there instead of right here in order to get over there? It doesn't make sense. So being able to be present where you are and work more effectively through that. So I have another point where I was meditating on it last night, and it's about that our future success is already promised as long as we promise to commit to our future success. And that means doing the things that we need to do now so we can get to where we want later. And that's another point of how I kept saying that I was stuck at 70 subscribers for a long time, but I was not doing the work that I needed to do. And that's because I wasn't as committed as I needed to be. And now, since I started disciplining December and moving forward, I'm at 120 subscribers and counting. And that is a big deal for me because I was not seeing the progress, but I was not putting in the work needed to get there. A man don't work, a man don't eat. Okay, so really just putting our best foot forward and knowing that our destination is already promised, our future endeavors are already set, as long as we are set on the path and we're doing the things that we need to do now to get to where we want to later. Moreover, it's great for us to look at the bigger picture, but it's also more important for us to be able to hone into the details, into the process, into the steps that create the bigger picture. How can we have a bigger picture without the details? Yes, let's look at the vision and goals, like, okay, this is what I want to do, but we have to go and follow the blueprint of how to make that art become vibrant. We have to be able to look at the blueprint in order to build the building. Remember, buildings take time, and this is why we build through time. And for us to be able to reach our goals, we have to be able to take our times and be comfortable where we are. And like I said, knowing when to challenge ourselves in the ways that we need, which leads me into my next point about being able to frequently self-audit ourselves to see what works for us and what doesn't, what is conducive and what is destructive. And that takes real awareness to do that, because sometimes we'll be in places way too long, whether that is a home, whether that is a relationship, whether that is a job, because we are too comfortable. And we have to be able to challenge ourselves to say, hey, I'm not really growing here, not much is really reaping, I keep getting the same results, but not a different outcome as far as leveling up. I'm going to put myself out there and be transparent. So recently I just resigned from one of my jobs. Well, I only have one job, but I do have businesses. But I have resigned from my previous job because it was literally not in alignment with what I am doing and what I'm working for. And I worked overnight. My business and my platforms operate more so in the daytime. And for me to be up all night but sleeping through the day was not working in alignment. Yes, I learned so much from that place. Yes, I gained a lot of new skills. Yes, I profited more income than I did in previous jobs, but it was not in alignment. And after some time, it started to really take a toll on my spiritual health, on my mental health, my physical health as well, because I wasn't able to sleep the full time that I needed. And then I was starting to become very tired, and then I was starting to drink too much caffeine. It was just all becoming very much heavy on me, and I had to make a decision. I had to prepare myself. I didn't know that it was going to happen so fast, but sometimes when spirit gives you that message, when God gives you that nudge, when the universe tells you it's time to go, you have to be able to go. And 2024 is about risking it all, not being reckless, but knowing when to take intentional risks and being able to trust yourself and to know that you will find better, that you will be okay, and that you are supported. For me, I am graced by God to have the support systems that I do, and to be able to make the moves that I have. And I don't feel bad about it, because at the end of the day, we live our lives for ourselves. We'll be stuck in places that we are unhappy in, and then we'll go out and project it into the world and the universe, into other people, about why you feel this way. But at the end of the day, we make the decision. You make the decision to get up. You make the decision to go to sleep. You make the decision to pick up a drink. You make a decision to stay where you are. It's all about us making the decisions, and we have to be able to self-audit ourselves to know, is this decision conducive or is it destructive? This leads me into my last point, which kind of goes into like being comfortable where you are. I know for me, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I am comfortable in a sense to where I am, because I know that I am putting in the work to get there each and every day, doing something different every day to make tomorrow better. And this relates to being on social media. Social media does not have to be a distraction or a discouragement to your growth. Instead, allow it to be an inspiration to your evolution and your aspirations. I did something last night that I typically don't do, but I know that I'm going to start incorporating into my daily routine as far as like downtime. So instead of me just constantly scrolling and looking at other stuff, or being on YouTube and just watching a whole bunch of videos, I got on Pinterest and I started to make mood boards for my different platforms. And in that sense, to see like, okay, I want my content to look like this. I want to start putting things out like this, being very intentional about what I'm putting out, but really aligning it to my vision and my aspiration. And it does not have to be hard. If you have a blueprint of something, or something to refer to as inspiration, you can take the action needed to create that in your own way. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but just doing things like that helps your growth and your development. And it doesn't have to be a distraction, because one, you're doing it with intention for a reason that is helping you instead of hurting you. So with that being said, I want you all to have a great rest of your day. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on all platforms at Experience A-List. Let me know your thoughts on the topics that we talked about today, and tell me, are you comfortable where you are? Are you challenging yourself in the ways that you need? Are you staying accountable with your goals and aspirations? Let me know. Have an amazing day. Ciao.